Hello, fellow scientists. It's Mrs. KB, and we're here to talk about science. We've been studying different types of rocks, and currently we are studying sedimentary rocks. But we're not going to read about them. You are actually going to complete a project on sedimentary rocks. That's right. You're going to build and observe your own sedimentary rock. All right, let me read to you the directions, and you can look at this at any time, but I thought it might be easiest if we went over the information together. Dear fellow scientists, in science we are currently learning about the three types of rocks and how they are formed. In this project, you will observe how sedimentary rocks break off and tumble into streams, rivers, lakes, or the ocean by designing and building your own land. Yes, you will. You're going to build your own land. Let's read on. You will start by building a mountain range, carve out a valley or two, shape a peninsula, and other landforms. Then let Mother Nature rain down on your land. You need a careful eye for this next step. Take lots of pictures to capture the changes. Observe if sediment, tiny pieces of rock, float down your streams, rivers, and settle into the bottom of your lake or ocean. This could get messy, but you will make a grand discovery about how sedimentary rocks travel and form. All right, now on to the materials. You're going to need a couple different materials to get this going. And let's start off with a cookie sheet, so this way you can contain everything inside. Make sure you also cover up that cookie sheet with plastic so not to destroy it from the powers of nature. Next, a good shovel full of dirt. Build your mountain range about 8 to 10 inches high and surround it with land. Next, you need rocks, all shapes and sizes. Next, small twigs, sticks, grass, and leaves. Also, a watering can, a pitcher, or a gallon jug, so this way you can sprinkle, spray, and pour water like cats and dogs. Next, you need some crayons, pencil, and paper to draw out your map on. Little hands willing to get muddy. Anybody interested in getting muddy? All right, and a camera. All right, now, here are the procedures. There's day 1, where you're going to prepare and ask permission for the project. That means begin by reading all these procedures. Next, explain the project to your family and get their permission and help to locate the materials. After that, gather all the materials that are on the first page. That means go back here and make sure you get your cookie sheet, your rocks, twigs, and so on. Now, we left off with gather the materials. Once gathered, study all the different sized rocks, dirt, plants, and small sticks that you have. Think about how you would arrange them and layer them to build the landforms in this project. Map note. You need to have 2/3 of the cookie sheet will be where you're going to build. The remaining third is for the water that's going to run off. That's going to be your ocean. So you're not going to make the entire cookie sheet filled with landform, okay? And Mom and Dad can help you with 1/3 and 2/3. For example, if the cookie sheet is 15 inches long, you're going to use 10 inches of it, okay? Now, to prepare for making your map, all right, you're going to have to hold your paper landscape. And that means that it's going to be held this way, okay? So that it's wider than it is long. And then you're going to take the paper and fold it into thirds. And that's what we were just talking about with the cookie sheet. So that means that you would fold it into 3 sections so that you could design your map. All right. And then you're going to color 1/3 of the paper with blue so that it looks like it's water, okay? Using bird's eye view, meaning from the top down, okay, from the top, looking down like a bird flies, down onto the paper, you are going to draw your map and label all the different landforms that you have. And the landforms that you're going to be building are, again, a mountain range, and you're going to carve out a valley or two, shape a peninsula, build up a mesa. Might have to look that one up. Mesa. Think of Spanish class. That will help you. Create the high plains. Plains, not like an airplane, but it is flat like a plane flies. And coastal beaches. And that's what's shown right here. Okay. Let's keep going. Day 2. Now, I broke it into day 1, 2, and 3. But if you want, you can do it all in one day. But I think that's a lot to do. All right. So I broke it into smaller sections. Here we go. Building your world. Place a plastic wrap around your cookie sheet, all right? And ask your family to help you mark it into thirds. Next, you're going to mix your rocks from the backyard, the dirt and the rocks. You're going to mix it all together, just like the picture here shows, all right? And then you're going to start building the information according to the map that you drew out, all right? So you have to go back to your map, and you need to make sure that you're going to build it the same way. And it's the same land formations that you're going to put in. Next, you're going to check off your drawings. Oh, check your drawing to make sure that you're correct, and then take pictures. Take lots of pictures. So this way, when we might do a presentation for each other, and you can take those pictures and show people. All right, here's the last part. Notice this symbol up here, and that is the forces of Mother Nature. And that is saying that on day 3, you are going to start off by sprinkling water. See, notice the water can. You're going to sprinkle just a little bit of water onto your landform and make observations. And you take pictures of this as well. Record what's happening. That means I have a form here, and you can say, oh, this is what happened on when I sprinkled the water. The next one is, if you notice, make it rain, okay? So you're going to make it rain harder. This time it's rain, not a sprinkle, but it's rain, okay? And again, take pictures and record what happens. Look at this picture here. A little different than sprinkling water on top. And I wonder what's going to happen to your mountains and if there's going to be sediment that's going to be flowing down those mountains. Here you go. Your final Mother Nature step is to make it rain like cats and dogs with a half a gallon of water pouring over your mountain. Now, then if you can, make it windy like a good old nor'easter with a lot of wind gusts blowing around. Take lots of pictures of this and record any changes that happen. And then you're going to write a conclusion. And a conclusion is what a scientist writes to explain what they have learned from an experiment. And that's right. You are making an experiment here. I mean, you are at the very beginning. I'll go back here. And this is when you're creating your landform on the cookie tray. But really, you're building, but it truly is an experiment. And the whole idea is to find out what everything that we read on sedimentary rocks, with them being at the top of a mountain and then tumbling down in bits and pieces, going into the bottom and settling down. Is that really happening? And can you observe that on your cookie sheet? All right. Well, if you have any questions, please ask your teacher and enjoy the project.